we say good morning to you. We are on the road today. We are here at Food City in Gray on a Food City Wednesday. We come out here periodically, hang out with Jason, and today is certainly that case. We'll be back at Chick-fil-A next week, but we are here today at Food City in Gray on a Food City Wednesday. We got lots to talk about. We got Major League Baseball. We got college football, of course. We've got high school football. We got a new sale paper out. Starts today. It'll be Friday. Will be deals for days. Friday will be at Food City in Elizabethton, but today we're at Food City in Gray, kicking off as they say, it's Hump Day. 98 days till Christmas Eve, in case you're wondering. And this sale paper starts today. Got some good ones. Jason will be here in a little while to talk about it. He'll be talking. We'll see what he thinks about his Alabama Crimson Tide. So, the bounce back and beat Wisconsin, but as soon as he walked up, he said, "Man, Florida State's killing me." I said, "Doc, it's 2 games ago. Anyway, we're here, Food City in Gray on a Food City Wednesday. Thank you for being with us wherever you may be. As the late Rush Limbaugh would say, across the fruited plain, we is, and so we have folks here locally watching. We appreciate that. Certainly out-of-state folks watching. We thank you for that as well. So let's get it going. We have lots to talk about here, and let's do national anthem time. How about, we've not had him on for a while, how about Gabe Short with the national anthem, young man from Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
And oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet waved o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Got a brand new sale paper today. We're going to be talking about it. It kicks in today. Now, the deals for days, obviously, is on Friday and Saturday this weekend. But the new sale paper, it is here. A lot of BOGOs on there, that old grocery terminology. Buy one, get one free. So we will run down those for you coming up here in a little while. Jason's here. He's come back out of the doldrums after Alabama got spanked by the Florida State Seminoles. And I said that was 3 weeks ago. It's a new day. They got a week off, too, before they take on the Georgia Bulldogs down in Athens. So we'll talk to you about that. High school polls route. Here we go. We have local representation, which is great. Let's start at 6A. Murfreesboro, Oakland, number 1 of the state. Science Hill, number 9. Hilltoppers can play. We've seen them. Saw them first game of the year. And so they went down and shellacked Bearden the other night, 35-0. So we had talked last week about the strength of schedule because Bearden got beat by Alcoa and Maryville, which are no slouches. So he thought, okay, they're better than the record indicated. Well, they're not. Or Science Hill's better than we think. They're 9th in the state. They beat them 35-0. They got Cock County Friday night at home, and that should be a bloodletting for, I would think, for Science Hill should have their way with Cock County. They're struggling this year. 5A, the number 1 team in the state of Sevier County, the Smoky Bears, and nobody in 5A football right now up here in this neck of the woods is, again, worthy of being in the top 5 in the state, so say the pollsters. Then you get into 4A. That's a whole different story. And so in 4A, you have, let's see, in 4A football, you've got Alcoa, to no surprise, number 1 of the state. Anderson County, Greenville, number 3. Anderson County, number 4. And the Cyclones, our team is at number 8 in the state this week. We'll be at Cherokee on Friday night. In 3A, Westview, number 1. Unicoi County cracks the 3A. You know they dropped down from last year. They're now 10th in the state in 3A football. They can play. Number 2, or rather in 2A, is Marion County. Honorable mention, Happy Valley. They should be in the top 10. We'll talk about that when Andrew Lewis gets here at the bottom of the hour. Sports writer in Johnson City Press. And then in single A, McKenzie, number 1 of the state, and the Hampton Bulldogs are number 8. So, again, 1A, Hampton, number 8. 2A, Happy Valley, honorable mention. 3A, Unicoi County, 10th in the state. And 4A, Greenville, number 3. Anderson County, number 4. Elizabethton, number 8. And 6A, Scienceville, number 9. So that is the rankings this week for your favorite teams out there in Internet land. So, again, we have a football team coming in we're going to be playing against. Rhett Schlegel, by the way, went back and did his stats last night. Through 4 games, Rhett Schlegel's thrown for 841 yards for the Cyclones. That ain't too shabby. He is flirting with 1,000. Who knows how far he can go this year? Because we have, Cherokee, Northview Academy, Sullivan East, Granger, Greenville. We have 5 more games in no particular order. And so you feel like he can sling it even more against these other teams and continue to add those stats. And so that's a big start for Red, 841 yards, the quarterback for the Cyclones. All right, here's who's playing where. We'll take a break, get Jason in here. Cloudland will go across the state line to Middlesboro, Kentucky on Friday night. Tennessee High will play Virginia High, the bragging rights of Bristol. They call it the VT game. Also on Friday night, Johnson County, the Longhorns go to Claiborne. Daniel Boone, right down the road from where we are, trying to snap a, 17, 18-game losing streak. They got Westridge in town. Westridge can play. We saw them earlier in the year, and they can play. So Daniel Boone has their hands full of this team, too. Dobbins Minute back home to battle Morristown East. West Green will go to Eagleton Academy. Tomorrow night, a Thursday night game, Hampton will play Jellicoe. You know the story. Hampton and Happy Valley share the same field, and so Happy Valley's home on Friday night with a big one against Unicoi County. Hampton will be trying to bounce back from last week's loss. They will host Jellicoe tomorrow night at Happy Valley on Warriors Hill. Also, Cosby at North Green. Granger will be at Northview Academy tomorrow night. Scienceville, as we said, hosting Cock County. Crockett will be on the road against the number 1 team in the state. The Smoky Bears down in Sevierville. The Purple and White of Sevier County. Volunteer travels to Seymour. Chucky Doak will go to South Green. And Sullivan East has the dubious task of hosting the 3rd-ranked team in the state, the Greenville Green Devils, on Friday night at Sullivan East. And that's your high school football schedule. Of course, ours, Cherokee at 6:50 on Friday night. Kickoff at 7:30. The Cyclones and the Cherokee Chiefs, they're undefeated. And so we'll have our hands full, and they're going to have their hands full. So be a good ball game Friday night. RV, Richard Van Us, yours truly, will bring it to you Friday night from, as we said, from Cherokee High School. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. He's here. We're going to get him in, get him on, and let him chat. We've got some mums that are really, you're not going to believe these mums. When he brought them to the table, I thought, holy smokes. Looks like they've been shot with steroids. I mean, these guys, it's unbelievable how big these are. And so you're looking for mums, and this tis the season. You know, fall starts on Monday. The first day of fall is Monday, so on the 22nd. So if you're looking for fall flowers, in this case mums, your Food City's got them. And you'll see what I'm talking about when he shows these. It'll take me and him to hold this, what is it, 12-inch? Yeah, 12-inch mum, and then got a smaller mum, too. So we got them different prices for different sizes as far as your needs, but it's really unbelievable. So we'll show you that coming up. Let's take a break for Guess Who? Food City. That's where we are today on a Food City Wednesday. We'll be right back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show number 2,362. We keep clicking them off to hit to 2,400 on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We're all picky about our produce. And whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, T-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely, new color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this through their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, West Side and East Side Elementary. Big thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers Are Winners in Elizabethton City Schools. Stanfield Thomas and Associates, Miss Autumn. So tell folks what STA is all about.
So at STA we do business tax, individual tax, bookkeeping, and payroll. We specialize in QuickBooks. We do offer QuickBooks training, and we have a QuickBooks Pro Advisor, which is Crystal. She's the owner. She can help with the software, training, inventory cleanup, file setup, and payroll reports. We also do month end, which includes reconciling. So yeah, we do a lot.
Do what you do best, let us do the rest. That's a great, great slogan. Phone number, how do we get a hold of you?
423-968-9112 or at statax.com.
Where do we find you on social media?
You can find us at Stanfield Thomas and Associates on Facebook.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, Stanfield Thomas and Associates of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Football. And back with the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Look who stopped by, our store manager. There he is, the bearded one. I like it. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you, Tom?
How long does it take to grow that, by the way?
It's hard to say. I've not done anything with it for a long time.
So when was the last time you shaved?
Shaved all the way to my skin?
Yeah.
At least 12, 13 years, yeah.
Amen, brother. I love it. I love it, love it. So we've got some college football to take a look at. Let's talk about your Alabama Crimson Tide for a second, see what you think there. How you think they're doing?
I think the jury's still out on that. Obviously, that Florida State game was a really, really bad show, and I think the players need more juice. They've got all the skill in the world. It just feels like they just don't have the want to.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We bounced back with Louisiana Monroe and then Wisconsin, but we'll see. I think the real test will be Georgia here in about another week.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
In Athens, no less.
Yes.
So last year's 41-34.
I believe that's right.
Bama won it, so it'll be a week off for both teams. Get geared up and get ready. Andrew will join us coming up here in a few minutes, sports writer from the John City Press. So a couple of games. Top 25, number 17, Texas Tech, number 16 at Utah. So the Red Raiders and the Utes. So most folks around here don't give a rip, but they are a top 25 team game. So you like the Red Raiders on the road or Utah at home?
Home.
Home? All right. Auburn, number 22, Auburn has woke up playing some decent football for Hugh Freeze. They travel to Oklahoma on Saturday afternoon. Sooners 11th in the country. We'll see if they're for real. I think they are. Brent Venables says they are, the coach for Oklahoma. Auburn, Hugh Freeze says, we're upset-minded. Can they do it on Saturday?
I'm an Alabama fan, so I've got to pull against Auburn.
Yeah.
It's in my nature, but I think Oklahoma's got that game.
Okay. I understand. And then you come back with this team I think is overrated. This is me. 9th-ranked Illinois. I don't think they're the 9th-ranked team in the country. Maybe we'll find it out on Saturday. They go to number 19 Indiana. It's a Big Ten matchup. 9 versus 19. Who wins that one? Do you care?
I like Indiana.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you really care? No, probably.
No, it's not going to make or break my day. But
So, we're here live again at Food City Wednesday, on a Food City Wednesday here in Gray. Andrew will join us coming up here in a few minutes. So, you're not going to believe these mums. We'll start with the little one first. Price point on this one is how much?
This one right here is $6.99 right now.
Yep. I'll hold this for you. Look here. I'm going to give you a comparison. $6.99, all the different colors out on the porch. This is $6.99. Now, if you need a bigger one, Oh, we've got them. Look at this. Look at this, folks. It's like it's on steroids. $24.99. Look, I can't even hold the thing up hardly. That's how big this thing is. Look at that. 2 different sizes. There's a third size too. There's a size in between.
Yes.
That just gives you an idea. So if you're looking for mums at a great price, and they're obviously very healthy, and so you'd want to come to any Food City, in this case Food City in Gray, and get your mums. And so it's a no-brainer. You got them out there in all colors too, don't
We've
you?
got them out there in all colors, and we've got pumpkins out there as well. So never too early to start decorating for Halloween.
Nope. The pumpkins are here, folks. The pumpkins and the mums, fall flowers. It's hard to believe. Somebody the other day it was Easter. Now I looked at the calendar coming in here this morning. We're 98 days away from Christmas Eve. We're inside of 100 days. So, but for now, let's enjoy the fall. We have 3 or 4 days left of summer. The first day of fall is Monday. So then we roll into the autumn season, cooler temperatures and cooler nights and warm days, and hopefully some rain in the forecast. We don't have any, I think, until next Friday. So it's going to be a dry next couple of weeks. So, but anyway, we're here. We've got the sale paper. It is here, the brand new sale paper, and there's some great deals. You've been in the business how long?
Oh, 20 years.
So he knows value when he sees it. That's our motto, value everyday Food City. So show me some can't misses on the sale paper that you got to take advantage of.
Well, we've got a big BOGO sale this weekend, or this week, the whole week. Buy one, get one free. You got Food Club 24-pack water at buy one, get one. That's a great deal. And you've got the drink flavors with it, too, for those folks who like their water flavored. I'm one of those people. We've got those BOGO as well. We got Food City Premium ice cream. I know we're kind of coming out of ice cream season, but you know what? Ice cream's good whether it's cool outside, hot outside. It doesn't matter.
You got it.
We got Kellogg's cereals, the 8.9 to 12 ounce for the kiddos. Buy one, get one free. And we got some chicken nuggets over in the frozen section, the Dino Nuggets that are on there as well. Everybody gearing up for football this weekend. You got Lay's, you got Tostitos, buy one, get one free. You got Ritz crackers, buy one, get one free. And, of course, you can't have a cracker without cheese, so you got Kraft cheese, buy one, get one free. And then, of course, if you're shopping on a budget this week or just got a lot of mouths to feed, we've got our spaghetti. We got a good spaghetti deal on Prego pasta sauce and DeLallo pasta. Buy one, get one free. And that goes right along with the hamburger in the ad this week as well on the weekend sale. I'm sorry. The 81.19 ground beef, $2.99 a pound with the digital coupon. So really, really, really great ad this week. And, of course, we've got all the stuff you need to make chili, too. We've got our canned vegetables in the 2-day ad. They're 39 cents with a digital coupon. It's 39 cents a can for canned tomatoes to make your chili with. Grapes, red, white, or black seedless grapes. They're on the buy one, get one free at $1.69 a pound. That's a great deal.
Wow.
And if you're in a hurry, we got our 8-piece fried chicken deal in the deli, $9.99. You get 8-piece fried chicken, and you get a pack of King's Hawaiian rolls to go along with it, a 4-pack.
Can't beat it, folks. You also got strawberries, raspberries, or blackberries, 3 for $10. That's the sale paper starts today. That sale's going on starting now all the way through next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Then gourmet burgers. Black and blue, spinach and feta, bacon and cheddar, on it goes. How many different gourmet burgers do we have?
You know, I don't remember the exact number, but I want to say it's about 12 or 13
I was going to say it's over a dozen. I know that. So gourmet burgers, $3 a pound with your card. Look here. Or $3, period. There you go, gourmet burgers. Then you've also got, if you're wanting to grill out, why would you not? It's going to be great weather. Top sirloin steak, certified Angus beef, $8.99, all the way through next Tuesday. And then, if you're in a hurry and you don't want to cook, you want to come in and get some of this fried chicken. Ooh, fried chicken or the chicken tenders. The Food City chicken tenders, in my opinion, are the best out. They are really, really, really good. The chicken tenders. You got those in the Bakery Deli. But the fried chicken, 8-piece fried chicken, hot or cold, $9.99 in the deli.
Absolutely, yeah. Have them all day long.
Yeah. So if you're going to the tailgate on Friday night of the football game, or going to watch something on Saturday, or they're open on Sundays, of course. Come in here on Sunday after church, go and watch the Pittsburgh Steelers play the New England Patriots, or my team, the Las Vegas Losers, the Raiders. God, he looks so bad Monday night.
I believe they're getting ready to get a lot better, though, Tom.
They have to get.
Well, it sounds like with Tom Brady. Being in the coaching meetings and getting the inside scoop with the what's his position called? The sportscaster that he is now
on
as well.
Fox.
Yeah, it should help him out a lot.
Yeah, he's going to be on the sideline apparently for the Raiders, and I knew that was coming, and that's okay. So a guy told me Sunday at church or Monday yesterday said, You need to get a new quarterback. I said, we just got a new quarterback. Just signed Geno Smith. This is his first year. He threw 3 interceptions the first game. So if we didn't have Daniel Carlson, the kicker, we wouldn't score a point, I don't think. We got 9 points in a pro football game. Are you kidding me? Anyway, they're in Washington on Sunday. What's your take on your Steelers so far?
Not great. Highest paid defense in the league and gave up over 400 yards on the ground in 2 games.
Ouch.
That's bad. It's leaky. And that offense, playing against the Jets, and it's 2 games into the season, so it's the Jets.
Yeah.
But playing against the Jets, it looked like the offense had some spark. Going against Seattle, not so much. So
no. Good point.
I think the jury's still out on the Steelers this year. If that defense doesn't step up and start playing the way we know they can, though, it's going to be a long, long year.
If you like pumpkins, Food City, look here. It says, welcome to the pumpkin patch. They got everything. They've got the actual pumpkins, $5.99. You've got the pie pumpkins, the gourds or tiger stripe pumpkins. They got the bagged mini pumpkins. They got the warty goblin pumpkins. Got the warts on the side of them. Some people like those. White pumpkins, got all those. They've got the pumpkin-flavored Wide Awake cold brew coffee. They got the pumpkin coffee creamer. They got the Dairy Star coffee whip topping. They got pumpkin pie almonds.
Those are delicious, actually. They are delicious.
I've never had one of those.
Yeah.
Pumpkin pie almonds. And then, how could you go wrong? I get them year-round. I love them. Pumpkin pie out of a deli, out of the bakery deli at Food City. I get them as often as I can get them. You can almost keep them year-round now, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have them all the time.
Yep. So I've already had 3 in this summer. Give me a pumpkin pie. Sit down and watch a cowboy movie with a glass of Food Club milk so cold make your teeth hurt. I'm in there, baby. Watching Lonesome Dove eating the pumpkin pie from Food City. So got those 2. The Craven flavor fruit pie. So if you like pumpkin, and then on top of that, you can get the candles. You get the little tarts. The pumpkin flavored or scented tarts, again, out of the floral department for your candles. So,
and at select locations, you can stop in and get your pumpkin pie spice lattes and your pumpkin bread to have while you're shopping at our Starbucks locations.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
You got it. So it's all right here at Food City and Gray. Love coming here. A lot of room, a lot of space. He lets me clear out, get in here and waller in here a little bit. So we got the mums, we got the pumpkins. Anything else out on the porch besides pumpkins and mums?
Primarily just mums and pumpkins. We do have some outdoor pottery, some pumpkin pots and things like that. They're very nice decorative things, as well as some the scarecrow foliage items that you can put up in the yard when you're decorating for the fall, or put at your front door. Either one. Yeah.
Got those too. So it's your one-stop shop, folks. And then if you're looking for a birthday coming up or an anniversary, got the Mylar balloons. We got the sheet cakes. We've got the cards. We've got, if you don't know what to get somebody, we've got the gift card center right over there that's got every gift card probably known to man. There's a lot of them over there, a lot of choices. And so all that's available here at Food City. So it's really become a one-stop shop.
It really has, and whether it's a birthday cake in our deli that are made by certified cake decorators, or a flower arrangement from our floral shop. That's full service floral shop. Those are skilled florists back there doing real floral work, and it shows in what we have in the stores, as well as certified butchers, cutting your steaks and your roasts and all of those things. It really is a one-stop shop. Get everything you want here.
Absolutely. We'll talk about the school bucks when it comes back to the next segment. I know you got a store to run. I'll see you in a little while, sir.
All right. Thank you, Tom.
Yes, sir. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll talk to Andrew Smith. He's got something on his crawl. He ain't happy about it. We're going to find out about it next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Got a brand new product. Tell me what's going on.
We sure do. We have contactless Visa debit cards, and some of you all have been asking and wanting to know, when are you going to implement that? We are hitting the ground running. So right now you can get your free instant issue contactless debit cards at Northeast Community Credit Union, and that's just another form of payment. So you've got the mag strip on the back, you've got your contactless, invisible, what you want to call it, if you want to pay that way for tabless, or you've got your chip. So we're just staying up to date with all the things, and we listened to you. So you wanted that, and that's what we can provide, and we've implemented it with hard work behind the scenes, a lot of teamwork, effort, and come get your contactless Visa debit card today.
Available now.
Yes.
At all locations. Our locations are?
They are in Roan Mountain. They are in Elizabethton, one in behind Elizabethton High School, our main office, and then we have one off of 19E in Elizabethton. We have one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, or bemycu.org.
And the magic main number is
423-547-1200.
brand new product from Northeast Community Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Tom Davis Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. We're talking to our sponsor again, Daryl Cannon from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, proud sponsor of the Cyclones and Tom Davis Sports Show. So for folks who've never been here, tell us all about Cannon's. What's it all about?
Oh, goodness. Family-owned business. We are always a Cannon's in-house usually. I mean, we're here for our customers. We want to support our community. We love our little town. Elizabethton is such a sweet place to live in. And we got 4 grandkids. They're all involved in sports, softball, baseball, volleyball, soccer. So we enjoy that aspect of our community and enjoy our customers. We love to see people come in and love to talk to them and just have a good time.
42 years. So how do we find you on social media?
We have a Facebook page that is tremendously visited. We have probably around 15,000 followers each month, and that's a good way. CannonsHomeStore.com is our website. Full picture catalog of, I think there's 1.2 million things on our website.
Wow.
Now, we don't have all that in the store, but it just shows how much we can get. Have a lot of things of it in the store, but we don't, of course, don't have room for a million products.
Hours are open?
Open 10 to 6, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. This coming next Friday would be open until 8 that night. It's the downtown Thirst Friday event. Looking forward to that.
And the phone number?
423-543-6937.
One of our great sponsors again right here at the Tom Davis Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. The great folks right here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton. And back on the Tom Davis Sports Show. Should I go ahead and say it or should you say it?
You go for it, I guess.
There you go. So I'm watching my phone. I'm thinking, are we on? Because sometimes this phone's goofy, and it's like, he said, yeah, you're on. I said, well, it's not pulling up on this little phone that I monitor so I can say hello to Gene Nelson and Rebecca Patterson. He said, well, see where it says live right there with your profile? I said, yeah. I said, just click on that. I said, okay. So I did, and voila. So college degree, grown man, had no clue what I was doing. And he's snickering then, he's snickering now. And he should. He said, I don't worry about it. I said, look, if you're a moron, you're a moron, and I'm a moron. So I can, he said, don't be too hard on yourself. I said, I'm not. I just live with myself. I know. So anyway, we are on, so I can say hello to Lori Hubbard and Rebecca Patterson. And who else can I say hello to before we get him in here dialed in? Let's see. Greg Sauer will be here in a few minutes. Reba Whitehead, thank you. So Mr. Baseball will be here in a little while. Polls are out this week. Andrew said, here's the polls. You want to know them for tomorrow? And I said, I do, sir. So we'll start. We'll get his take going up and down. We'll start at 6A. Murfreesboro, Oakland, number 1. Locally, Science at number 9 in the state. Hilltoppers can play.
Yeah, that's a very talented football team.
Oh, yeah.
I think the biggest thing for them is if they play clean, it's hard to beat them. You
Great point.
don't necessarily have to have them beat themselves, but it sure helps a lot if they're, committing penalties, missing a few tackles, things that they think they can fundamentally do. You talk to Stacey Carr, he'll tell you that.
Yep.
But, when they're playing clean football, they're a very, very good football team.
When we played them, I think they had, from memory now, I know they're in double digits. I want to say somewhere between 13 and 16 penalties, and they still won. So, and he said that last week. He said, we get it cleaned up, we're going to be a good football team. They got Cock County on Friday night. I'm going to assume on paper that could be a long night for Cock County, but you don't play it on paper. It's one of the few home games they've got this year. You only have 4. And so they've got Cock County on Friday night. We'll go down the whole schedule in a minute. In 5A, no local teams, but Sevier County, the Smoky Bears, the number 1 team in the state. And that's all you need to know. They're a very good football team, and they play they got Crockett on Friday night down in Sevierville. So that could be They can play. The Smoky Bears can play 5A. Needless to say. In 4A, the number one team is Alcoa, no one's surprise. Now, we've got 3 in our region ranked this week. Greenville at number 3. Anderson County's not really in our region, but we'll talk about them anyway. They're number 4 in the state, and the Cyclones are number 8. Now, we beat a good football team down Volunteer last Friday night. We'll go right back into the Hawkins County land on Friday with another unbeaten team. Last week was Volunteer. This week is Cherokee. So, Landon Jeffers, as I've said all week long, seems like he's been there for 10 years. I think his kid started as a freshman. He's an incredible talent. And so we got to neutralize Landon Jeffers because he's the glue that makes that team go.
Yeah, he's been their guy for a while now. Now, I will say, their running back, Jaden Weston, is on some kind of tear right now. 2 weeks ago, went for over 300 yards, went for like 240-some last week. They're figuring out a running game to pair with Landon Jeffers, and that makes Cherokee a very dangerous team.
Red Slagle through the air through 4 games, 841 yards for the Cyclones. He's obviously, with 5 games to go, I don't gamble, but I take my shot that he'll get inside of 200 yards in 5 games to hit the 1,000-yard mark. So it's no telling where this kid can go as far as throwing the football for the season. But it'll be a good one Friday night, 6:50 airtime, 7:30 kickoff, audio only from Cherokee High School on Friday night. Weather should be perfect for all the high school games. So that's your 4A and 3A. Westview at number 1. Unicoi County cracks the top 10. They're at number 10 in the state. The Blue Devils got Happy Valley on Friday night. That'll be a dandy.
Oh, that should be a very fun football game. You know, it's a very run-heavy team for Happy Valley, and, you know, I'd say a more balanced attack from Unicoi County.
That'll be in 3A. In 2A, Marion County number 1. Happy Valley honorable mention. That got down in your crawl. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I don't know what more Happy Valley has to do to earn a ranking.
I agree.
At this point. They're 4-0. They beat, in my opinion, and in the polls' opinion, a very good single-A team in Hampton, and not just beat them, but beat them 39-0.
Yeah.
So I don't know what more Happy Valley can do. They've pitched 2 shutouts. They're averaging 50-some points a game. Now, this will be a tough test this weekend at Unicoi County, but in terms of ranking against 2A teams, I don't know how there are more than 10 that are better than Happy Valley right now. I just don't see it.
There's not.
I know that there might be a thought of, they haven't had the postseason success. This is a regular season rankings. I don't give a crap about what they've done in the postseason.
Well, here's
plus,
the thing.
I think they can do better, have a run this year. But that's beside the point.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. But to rank or not rank a team based on, they don't have any playoff experience from last year. We're not basing it on last year. We're based on 2025, and Happy Valley should be there. I mean, it's real simple. They should be in the top 10 of the state. Are they number 1? Of course not. They got to prove that. But they're worthy of being in the top 10. I agree with you 100%. But I hear that all the time. Well, this is a team or a school that doesn't have a whole lot of tradition. It has nothing. If you're going to do it right, you're going to base it on what you're doing in 2025, not what you have or have not done in years past or postseason. Andrew's exactly right. So Happy Valley should be there. They're not. They don't care what he and I think sitting here at Food City and Gray, but we have our opinion. It's America, and we can agree to disagree. If we don't learn anything else over the last 10 days in this country, we've got to get back to learning that if you don't agree with what I think, and I don't agree with you what you think, it's okay. It's America. It's a democracy, and so I think they should be ranked. He does too. Pollsters don't. Train rolls on. Single A, McKenzie at number 1. The Hampton Bulldogs fall to number 8. So you have pretty good representation. Hampton at number 8 in the state in 1A. Honorable mention, Happy Valley 2A. 10th, number 10, Unicoi County in 3A. In 4A, Greenville number 3 and Elizabethton number 8. And in 6A, Scienceville number 9. It's pretty good representation.
Yeah, it really is. It's really showing how good a football is being played all throughout the Tri-Cities here.
You were there Saturday, weren't you?
I was in Knoxville on Saturday.
I'm going to give you my take. Give me your take. You go first because you were there covering it. Thought you did a great job, by the way, covering it in the paper. And so tell me what went wrong. You were there. They sucked the air out of that Neyland Stadium crowd, that's for sure. What went wrong with the Georgia-Tennessee game? If you're a Georgia fan, nothing went wrong. But if you're a Tennessee fan, what went wrong with the Volunteers?
I think the biggest thing you can key in on is it's 35-30 in the fourth quarter. Tennessee's defense gets a strip sack of Stetson Bennett, get the ball in plus territory, chance to go up 2 possessions, put the dagger in Georgia's heart, put the game away, and they end up settling for 3 after 3 run plays that don't do much. Now, Josh Heupel knows way more about X's and O's and play calling and all that than I do. So I'm not going to criticize much there. But I did find it a little bit weird. That did feel like a spot to potentially take a shot play, maybe on first down. And if you didn't like your look or whatever, you could still run it and, still play conservative for that field goal. But I thought there was a chance to be aggressive with a sudden change that wasn't taken there. And when we talked to Josh Heupel afterwards, somebody asked him about that sequence, and he said, yeah, maybe after second thought, maybe I could have played that a little bit differently. So, luckily for Tennessee, they proved that they are still very much competitive with the top of the SEC and therefore the top of the country. But also, it's only week 3. We're heading into week 4. There's plenty of time for them to grow, to continue to get better as a football team. And, there's still a lot in front of this team despite the early season loss.
All right, so I'm right there with you. I got 4 points. I sat there and studied on this after the game Saturday. This is Tom talking. I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't even get the phone up where it's supposed to work right. Thank God Andrew Smith showed up to help me. You're up 21-7. You got Georgia, not top ranked, top 10 team in the country. You very much have them on their heels. You're up 21-7. You don't let your foot off the throat. When I played, if I got you down, you're down. I ain't letting you up. They let them up 21-7. They could have had a chance to put them away, and they didn't. Psychologically, they had everything going for them. The crowd, you were there. It was nuts, wasn't it?
That was a fantastic environment.
Yep.
I will say, if anyone out there has not gotten a chance to go to a big SEC game in Neyland, it's one of the best college football environments you can ever go to.
No question. We were there a couple of years ago, the Florida game. They were nuts. And I'm thinking this year, this game is probably even louder. So, anyway, you're up 21-7. Then I'm hearing all along now we blame Max Gilbert. Okay, we blame Josh Heupel. Maybe Josh Heupel, I don't know. But when you get outscored 37-20 after you lead 21-7, you got to do a little soul searching. There's something way down in there. Something ain't right. 37 points, that's usually enough to win a game, period. But that's on top of having only 7. So Georgia puts up 37 points after being held 21-7. Tennessee scores 20. So to me, that there's something ain't going right there. Then you get in overtime. You get 1 yard in 3 plays. Then I went back. They kicked the field goal on the 3rd down.
Yeah, which the way that went was interesting to me. So they have the 3rd and 5, I guess it was, right? Mm-hmm. And there could have been a thought. I could have seen the thought to just go ahead and kick it then. Right, go ahead and kick it. There's 7 seconds left. It's 3rd and 5, whatever. They look like, they're just going to run a play, maybe set this up better because we still have, 2 timeouts, right? Tennessee still got 2 timeouts. Georgia's got none. So you can run another play, take a timeout with 3 seconds left and make sure it's the last play of regulation. And that's what it looks like they're going to do until a false start happens. Okay, back them up 5. It's 3rd and 10. All right. I guess we can just try and set this up a little bit better, get a little closer still now. We're still right where we want to be. Then Heupel decides to bring out the field goal unit, and I just thought the way that flowed was very weird. I'm not one to, try and criticize every decision a coach makes, but I thought that was just a very weird way that played out, the way that Josh Heupel handled that. Wouldn't have been the way I did it, but I'm also not getting paid, millions of dollars to coach a SEC football team. But it just felt weird the way that all went down.
Thought his clock management was interesting because you had one more play, and I'm thinking, okay, you had the ball. I can't remember exactly. It was like less than a minute. So run one more. He let it get down to, milliseconds. Obviously, very few left. So run one more play. I mean, you only got one. Give it a shot. You don't have to go for a home run ball, but pound it. One more play. I mean, every yard you can pick up is to the credit for Max Gilbert. Then the 5-yard penalty I thought was huge. I think that psychologically kind of blew his circuits, it looked like to me. So, anyway, and then everybody said it wasn't a touchdown. Well, it clearly was a touchdown. They went back to the winning touchdown. The official didn't take him, about 10 seconds upon further review? Touchdown was good.
It didn't take too long.
No.
Now, I was also standing right there on the sideline when that play happened. I wasn't sure. Watching it live, there were too many bodies for me to pick up where the ball was. But after I got a chance to see a replay, pretty clearly he got in. So
it's not Max Gilbert's fault. It's not Aquilar's fault. I mean, it was a total team loss. But again, when you're up 21-7, you got a team like that on their heels at Neyland, place is rocking. Man, I don't let up. I felt like he let up. I think he went conservative in his play calling. That's me. As he said, and he's right. I'm sitting in Food City, and I don't know beans from apple butter, but I am a football fan or a sports fan. So anytime I can get you down, I love you, Andrew. If I can get you down, if I'm playing you in anything, if I can get you down, I ain't letting you up. Now, we can shake hands and have us a Frosty root beer after the game, but I'm there for one reason, just to get that W. So I've talked about this with my buddies before in NASCAR. If we're up there racing in Bristol, we're going for the win. You're right beside me. Would you dump me? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So you would too.
Yeah.
Say, Tom, I love you, buddy, but I'm going to dump you. I want that. I want the checkers. Real simple. So we'll see. Poor old Alabama-Birmingham Saturday. You talking about a sacrificial lamb. Oh, baby. It's kind of like Alabama with Louisiana Monroe after they got beat by Florida State. It's going to be ugly for the Blazers. They're getting paid $1.65 million to come, so they're going to earn every penny of it, because I'm going to tell you, they're going to take it out on them because, you know, they got them. I don't know if they got embarrassed. The pollsters didn't think so. They didn't drop them. Do you think they should have dropped in the polls?
Not much. I thought, I was surprised they held serve at 15. I didn't think they should have fell much, because I did think that overall they played well, despite the loss, right? But I would have thought they would have fell a couple spots to maybe 18. But, you know, I'm not going to argue that, you know, they should have been punished heavily for that, because that was, you know, a game where both teams had multiple shots to win it, and ultimately Georgia ended up being the beneficiaries of, you know, their last possession. But, yeah, that's, you could very easily convince me that Tennessee deserved to stay at 15, and I'm not going to argue.
It's a Food City Wednesday. We're live at Food City in Gray. We'll be tomorrow, Big John's Closeouts in Elizabethton, and wrap it up Friday. We're right back at Food City in Elizabethton on a Food City Friday. And so we got all kinds of new deals out right now for the new sale paper. If you like gourmet colored peppers, they got those for $2.99 at all Food City starting today. Also, we talk about the pumpkin patch. Love it. Pumpkins, you got the big, large orange pumpkins for $5.99, white pumpkins for $5.99. The pie pumpkins, locally grown in Southwest Virginia, a little bit smaller than $2.99, that you make actual pumpkin pie out of them. Gourds or tiger stripe pumpkins for $3.99. The warty goblin pumpkins, that's what I like. I'd like to have Andrew get me a warty goblin pumpkin for $7.99. Pumpkin pie almonds, I never had those. Jason, store manager, they're great, for $7.99. So the whole point is, they got the little mini pumpkins too, but here it is. Your pumpkin headquarters is right here at Food City, at all Food Cities, not just in Gray. And so there you go. You got all those available again at Food City. We'll go down through some more specials coming up. Tennessee after UAB will have Mississippi State in Starkville. I don't think that'll be a problem, although they got a big quality win over Arizona State, so they're apparently improved where they were last year. Mississippi State, I don't know if they're, of course, I don't know how good Arizona State is, but they did get that win. So Mississippi State, who do they have this week? They have Northern Illinois and Starkville, so that's a checkbook game in theory. Then Tennessee has an open date, and then the second weekend of October they'll have Arkansas at home. Then they go to Alabama. Then they got Kentucky and Lexington, and come back home to Oklahoma. That's pretty tough October. You have, Arkansas and Oklahoma on the home, and Alabama and Kentucky on the road in October. So, yeah, there's a lot of football ahead of this team. But, and as he said, his postgame, you were there, it's each play. You know what he said, each play?
Yeah, it was it's a series of one plays that determine the outcome of a game. I believe was the direct quote or pretty close to it for Josh Heupel. So,
so what was the mood? Did you go into the press conference?
I was in the Josh Heupel press conference. Yes.
What was the mood? I mean, is it like somber? Is it like? I mean, he seems to be a fairly optimistic guy.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't the most positive press conference you'll ever sit in. They just lost a heartbreaker. But yeah, overall, Josh Heupel was, more optimistic. Now, granted, he also kind of in his opening statement talked about how, they need to let that loss hurt.
Yeah.
Need to let that sit.
Yeah.
But, he talked about, there's still some football ahead of this team. There's still a lot they can accomplish, but, it's cleaning up the little things, as he talked about, that'll get you there.
So I had a guy yesterday. Now this is how silly people are, and I just looked at him and grinned. I said, "Okay, whatever." He's on hypo about what he was wearing on the sideline. He said, "Man, this looks like a slob." I said, "Who cares if he's in bib overalls? I mean, what?" I'm thinking, and I just looked at the guy. I said, I don't sometimes have a filter, and I should. I said, surely you got more to worry about in the big scheme of life than what Josh Heupel was wearing on the sideline. What, didn't you see him just look like a slob? I said, no, I don't think he's a slob, but I don't really care what the man wears. I don't care if he's out there. Well, I probably would if he's in Speedo or something like that, but, in box or not, but cutoffs, I don't care what he wears. And I'm thinking, why would anybody care what the coach is wearing? Does that make any sense? Because I just looked at him and I said, who cares?
No, because I've seen Alabama fans do the same thing with DeBoer. Like, I don't get it. That one's just beyond
Come
me.
on now. We got more to worry about in this country, in this world, than what the coach is wearing on the side and what his attire is, in my opinion. So, again, I don't care. Not just Josh Heupel. I don't care what any of them wear. So, I like when he wears the Tennessee Titan ball cap, because if you do the checkup right now on our lunch gig, the Raiders, who are awful Monday night, the guy told me yesterday, y'all need a new quarterback. So we just signed Geno Smith. We have a new quarterback. So I won't be surprised. I'm just telling you. I know you think I'm nuts. I won't be that surprised if Tom Brady don't put a uniform back on. He bought into part ownership of the Raiders. He's in the press box. Now he's going to be able to be down on the sideline. Again, before it's all said and done, would not surprise me at all, because he's still got that competitive fire about him, that he wouldn't put on a uniform in a spot situation. I know everybody says the guy's retired, he's done, maybe, but it just looks like he's inching closer and closer and closer. It's like, okay, these guys can't do it. Let me give a shot at it. You never know. But anyway, our lunch bet is my Raiders will have more wins at the end of the year than his Titans. Right now, I'm 1-1, you're 0-2, so it's a long season. But who do you guys have this weekend?
The Colts are coming in.
2-0.
Yeah, the 2-0 Colts will be coming into Nashville. I'm still not the biggest believer in the Colts, just because I think back to, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but the Saints got off to an amazing offensive start, 2-0, and then fell off a cliff. Now, I'm not saying the Colts will do that, but do color me a little bit skeptical on Daniel Jones still. Now, will the Titans be able to do anything about that? I don't know. They got picked apart by Matt Stafford last week. Now, Cam Ward continues to look better through his first touchdown pass on Sunday, and it was I don't know how to describe it other than Mahomes Allen-ish, because he just kind of bought a bunch of time rolling out, made a throw that your coach will tell you, hey, don't make that throw unless you've got the arm talent of one of those kind of guys, and Cam Ward does, and threw it back across his body to an Elick Iomayer making a great catch for a touchdown. But, there's a lot to be concerned about with the Titans.
No.
Cam Ward's not one of them. Elick Iomayer's not one of them. The kicker, Joey Sly, is not one of them. He's scored some of the most points in the NFL at this point, because the Titans can't score touchdowns except for that one. And overall, the special teams unit looks better, which, given how terrible it looked last year, it had to have looked better. So, there's your status update. Most everything else is very concerning.
Yes. I'm right there with you with my team. We go to Washington this weekend and play the Commanders, and so who knows what Raider team will show up. But for all the hubbub about, now, granted, I'm not going to slight the Chargers. That's a good football team. Somebody said they're a Super Bowl team. I don't know about that, but they were clearly – we play them home and away, so we'll have to go there and play them again because they're in the division. But, Monday night they were the much better team, so we'll see. We have, as you said, for your team, the Titans, for my team, the Raiders, we have cause for concern. We have problems, no question. So who are you covering this Friday night?
So they'll leave it up in the air. I'll either be at Unicoi County, Happy Valley, or I'll be at West Ridge, Daniel Boone. I'm not sure which of the two places I'll be quite yet.
If I could pick it for you, I would say, for your benefit, I'd be at Happy Valley. That should be a good football game.
Yeah, no, that'd be a fun one to be at, but that's kind of determinant on other external factors. So
you
we'll
got
see.
it. So, but West Ridge and Daniel Boone. I've not seen Daniel Boone. I've seen what they've not done. They're really struggling. Well, they've lost 17 in a row. I think it is.
Yeah, I think it's 17.
We had West Ridge, and they can play. I'm telling you, they can play. Hilton and
Amix.
Amix, the running back. I was impressed with Sam Perry, the linebacker. I thought that guy got after it. He flew to the football, and he was a stud. He and the kid from Tennessee, Figgins, if I remember right, number 44.
I believe so.
He can play. The kid from Sawyer Necessary from Science Hill. Aiden Cox from Science Hill. These are guys, remember me, 3 or 4 weeks after the fact. They can play. The kid last week, all we heard about was Christian, the running back for Volunteer. The guy lit us up was Owen Fleener. This kid, man, he can go. He's got some wheels. So it's interesting how you sit back and just think different people pop up. So anyway, that's what's going on. Westridge will be at Daniel Boone. Iroquois County and Happy Valley. Either way, we'll read your account. Are you going down Friday or Saturday too?
Yep, I'll be in Knoxville Saturday.
For the Blazers are coming to town.
Yep,
Alabama,
Trent Dilford
Birmingham
and the
Blazers.
UAB Blazers.
There you go.
Yep.
You eat good down there? They feed you good?
Yeah, they feed us pretty good. They gave us some barbecue this past week. Had some Tex-Mex the week before.
Wow.
I'm intrigued to see what this week's offerings will be.
He's intrigued. He just goes for the foods like an old bear. What are we going to feed the old boy down there? So, and, you know, if you feed him good, he'll write better. That's how it works.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I remember one time was when I was doing the Citadel. We were at Furman, I think. It's either Furman or, it was a Furman, where they fed us like kings down there. And the old boys down there, he has got barbecue sauce all in. He's a sports writer for Columbia's paper back in the day. It's been 20 years ago. He had barbecue sauce all over. I mean, he just sit there. He was like, he was wolfing it. I said, you like it? He said, man, I'll write a better story now. I said, I'll talk better about this team because I like their food. I said, okay. So there you go. So Andrew will be fed good. He'll write better. That's just that simple. All right. Thank you, sir, as always.
Yes, sir. Always a
He's
pleasure.
a jewel. Thank you for coming out. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Mr. Baseball's here. Oh, do we have a lot to talk about in baseball? Oh, golly gee. We're down to the week and a half left of the baseball season. Lots of moving parts. And a guy named Cal Raleigh is absolutely tearing it up. We'll tell you all about it next on the Tom Daly Sports Cyclone Sports and the Tom Daly Sports Show. What all do you have here at the Jewelers Bench?
So we carry an assortment of items. We've got Watchwise, G-Shock, Bearings, Citizens, Pearl-Wise. We do Imperial Pearl. I get some from a company called AGI, really great company. Diamonds, we do all kinds from Shaw Diamonds. We have lab-grown diamonds, Pandora. Do carry classic imports, which is sterling silver items, and then sterling reputation, that's sterling silver items. PRO is sterling silver, diamond, 14 karat yellow gold. Spotto watch bands, stuff from Equity Diamonds, just a wider range.
Jewelry repair, do a lot of that, of course. And jewelry cleaning, all that available here again as we are here at the Jewelers Bench. And so social media, how do we find you?
So Facebook and Instagram, and then website is jewelersbenchtn.com.
One of our great sponsors, Cyclone Sports and the Tom Daly Sports Show, the great folks at the Jewelers Bench. A lot of grocery store chains out there. Why Food City?
You know, Tom, I hope you've got a lot of time because I've got lots of reasons why you need to shop at Food City. You know, our associates are number one. You know, they're here to serve the community and our customers, and they do a fabulous job taking care of our customers. You know, this is a family-owned company, and it's such a blessing to work for a family-owned company. You know, they truly care about their associates. You know, and we're so involved in the community, Tom. You know, we do so much in all the communities where there is a Food City location. Anytime there's any big events, typically you're going to see that Food City logo. And when you're in the store, Tom, you know, you've got quality items to be able to select from. Talking about the produce, you know, we're picky about our produce. We sell a lot of locally grown items, and right now half runners is what everybody's all about. And then, you know, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the meat department. You know, we have our meat cutters back there every day who cut and grind meat fresh daily. You know, our meat, you know, beats none other. I mean, it's It's great products that we sell back there in our meat department, and it's always fresh. And then the food service department, Tom, I love going to the food service department, and no matter what you get, it's always good, it's always fresh, it's always hot. And like our sushi, they roll that fresh daily. And while you're here, Tom, you can always go to Food City Pharmacy and pick up your prescriptions or get a flu shot. It's time for flu shots again. So there's so many different reasons why you should shop at Food City, and I could go on and on about our company.
Value every day. Food City. Lisa Johnson from the marketing department. Food City, proud sponsor of Tom Doerter Sports Show and the Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Value every day. Food City. And back on the Tom Doerter Sports Show, we are live here again at Food City in Gray on a Food City Wednesday. There's a couple of specials going on. The BOGOs. This starts today, by the way. Now, the deals for days will be on Friday. We'll talk about them and get to Elizabethton on Friday. We'll be there for the show on Friday. But today we're at Food City here in Wednesday in Gray. We come here periodically, and with good reason. Love coming out here to Jason's store. He runs a great store here at Food City in Gray. They all run good, but I just like Jason. He's a good guy. Buy one, get one free going on starting today. Food City, premium ice cream, buy one, get one free. Kellogg's Kid Cereals, Frosted Flakes, because they're great. Tony the Tiger.
Yep.
Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes, buy one, get one free. Kellogg's Kid Cereals. Also, Food Club Spring Water. Now, if you're trying to stock up with water, why would you not? Water's good for you. 24-pack, 16-ounce bottles, buy one, get one. At all Food Cities starting today through next Tuesday. That's a smoking deal right there, folks. Nature's Own honey wheat bread, buy one, get one free. Ritz crackers, great peanut butter, buy one, get one free. We'll get me a box before I leave here today. And one more, Lay's potato or kettle chips, buy one, get one free. Also, 2 liters of Mountain Dew, buy one, get one free. You like Dew? Are you a Dew guy?
I do like Mountain Dew. I drink the zero sugar stuff.
Yep.
But it's good.
It's good.
Yeah, love it.
Buy one, get one. Diet Dew or Mountain Dew, 2 liters. Buy one, get one free through next Tuesday. Those are some of the specials. Mr. Baseball, is your mother watching? It's Wednesday.
Yeah, she's watching.
Tom, and you know what? I started doing this segment about pumpkins, and I thought of Ev. Look right here. If you're getting ready to make a pumpkin pie for old Tom, and she is, using real pumpkins, Ev, honey, look right here. I'm going to help you shop for me. All the pumpkins you want are right here. Here is one called Pie Pumpkins for $2.99. Send me the bill.
That's what she uses, pie pumpkins.
That's
She
it.
says the others are stringy. You don't want those. You want the pie pumpkins because they're not stringy like the other ones.
$2.99, Ev. I'll pay for them. I'll give you $3 to get a pumpkin. Man, am I pandering for food or what?
You are.
It's
You
pitiful.
are.
It is pitiful. So
I gotta make a confession. She'd already seen that. She's already talked to me about the $2.99 pie.
Oh, has she really?
Yeah, she had.
All right.
She had.
She's on it. She understands. She
Yeah.
said, he's going to whine and cry to make him a pie. That's probably what she's saying. Give him a pie so he'll shut up. That's probably what she's saying. Tom, you're so goofy. There you go. That's his mother. So got to get her to one of the shows and let you see Mrs. Salyer.
It's been a long time since she's been on the show.
It's been over a year.
Yeah. It's probably been more like 2 years.
2 years. Because she came with Rebecca
It's been a while, yeah.
to the Chick-fil-A in Johnson City where
She
it was.
did.
So I
Mhm.
remember, Eb. So don't know what I did an hour ago, but I know what you the last time you were on the show. All right, Cal Raleigh. Hello, Benny Grindstaff. Hello, Tammy Blevins. Hello, Floyd Navy. Hello to Carl Wilson. Thank you guys for watching, and ladies. So we start, this is our baseball segment, obviously Mr. Baseball. Lots to cover. We're down to the last week and a half of the season. Season ends next Sunday, is that correct? Next Saturday.
I think it's on Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Yeah,
the
it's on Sunday. 28th, I think.
27, 28?
Something like that.
It would be the 28th.
I have to look at the date, but I think it's 28th.
It is, 28th, yep. So we got a lot of baseball. We got lots hanging in the balance. We'll talk about it here in a second. Cal Raleigh went deep last night 2 more times.
Yeah.
The Mariners win their 10th straight, longest winning streak since taking 14 in a row back in 2022. So, with that, again, his first one was the 55th of the season. Raleigh passing Mickey Mantle set a new record for the most home runs ever in a season by a switch hitter.
Yeah.
Later came back, hit number 56, tying Hall of Famer Ken Griffey Jr. for the Mariners franchise record. So this guy is making baseball history. You think he can catch Judge? Which was what? 62?
Yeah.
62?
I think he can if he keeps hitting them like he is now. Because, I mean, think of the names he passed just last night. Mickey Mantle.
Yep.
And he caught Ken Griffey Jr. for most single-season home runs as a Mariner.
Yep.
Mickey Mantle, okay? 54 was the record for a switch hitter before last night.
So he's at 56.
He's at 56 now.
So let's look at
and
some.
I think he hit one right and left last night. I think he hit one from each side of the plate.
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah, but either way. So you have Luis Gonzalez and Alex Rodriguez are at 57. 5 players ended with 58. Jimmy Fox in 1932. Hank Greenberg in 1938. Mark McGuire in 97. Ryan Howard in 2006. And Aaron Judge last season had 58. Giancarlo Stanton had, and Babe Ruth finished with 59. Stanton did it in 17. Babe Ruth did it in 1921. So this guy is in serious big-time company.
Yes.
I mean, think of the guys I'm
Look at these names you're throwing out there.
Jimmy Fox, Babe
Hank
Ruth.
Greenberg.
Yeah.
I
Jimmy
mean,
Fox, Hank Greenberg, Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
And, of course, all he says is, to his credit, I just want to win games. Just want to win for my team.
Yeah. And they're doing it right now, 10 in a row.
They're doing 10 in a row. So,
yeah.
Just for kicks and giggles, if you want to see who is hit in the 60 category, you've got Barry Bonds with 73, Mark McGuire with 70 and 65. Sammy Sosa had 66 and 64 and 63, three straight years, 2 straight years.
2 straight years.
And then 2001. Judge had 62 in 2022. Roger Maris had 61. And, of course, Babe Ruth did it in 1927, had 60. So these are the guys he's chasing. I mean, it's so this right here, would this put him in the Hall of Fame just for what he's doing? One season?
One season will not put him in the Hall of Fame. No.
They got 11 games after last night.
Yeah.
So they got 11 games. This guy, where's that now? 56?
Yeah, 56.
56. Got 11 games.
He can catch Judge.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's not gonna catch Bonds, that's for sure. But he could get on a roller because he's on a roll. I think he's hit 3 in his last 2 games, so he could easily catch Judge if he keeps hitting them like that.
Here's who they have left. If you're wondering who the Mariners have, they've got 3 this weekend in Houston, which is a huge series. We'll talk about that in a moment. He's got 3 more at home against Colorado, and their pitching staff is dismal. So yeah, maybe batting practice for him.
Yeah.
And then he finished up with 3 with the Dodgers at home, which, depending on who you get on the mound, they're hot and cold as a pitching staff. But anyway, Cal Raleigh getting it done as the catcher, continue to breaking records for the Seattle Mariners baseball team as a switch-hitting catcher, which that in itself is pretty unique to be a switch-hitting catcher.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
No, not at all. So, all right, let's get into the standings because that's where we are. We've got through next Sunday. So we're going to start. All right, the Blue Jays are up by 5 over the Yankees and 7 over the Red Sox. Can they, barring a complete collapse, can the Blue Jays get caught to win the division or not? I'll say no. But I don't know if you heard, but Bo Bichette has gone on the injured list. He's not going to be playing anymore until the playoffs. My spitting buddy, yep. Yeah, so he's out for the rest of the regular season. They say that he will be able to play in October. They think, at least, but he's out for the rest of the regular season. That's going to hurt a little bit, but this team has won 6 in a row. They're a good, solid team. I can't see them blowing that lead. I just can't. It could happen. It could happen. Anything's possible, but a 5-game lead with 11 games left to play. The Yankees and the Red Sox would both have to get really hot, and Toronto would just have to fall apart. Have a complete collapse, and I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it either. They've won 6 in a row and 7 out of 10. The Yankees have won 6 out of 10. The Red Sox have lost 6 out of 10. In the Central, the Tigers, kind of the same thing. They're 5.5 better than Cleveland. Although the Guardians have won 5 in a row, 9 out of 10, so they're making a statement. They're pushing them all they can. I mean, they're doing everything they can to catch them. They went through a really rough spell at the beginning of the season, and I think that hurt them really bad.
but they're doing all they can here to finish up. I mean, they're 8 games over 500. That's a good solid season for anybody. So, they're going to try, but once again, Detroit would have to fall apart for that to happen.
They're in the wild card talk. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Yeah.
Seattle in the West. This is a good one here.
This is.
They and the Astros will play in Houston this weekend, as we said. The Mariners have a half-game lead. They've won 10 in a row. The Astros have won 2 straight. They've won 6 out of 10. Now, don't look now. The Rangers are 4.5 out. They're hanging for a wild card. I don't think they win the division. But Seattle and Houston, how do you see this one ending up?
Yeah, so I think that series this weekend is going to determine it. I mean, when they go head-to-head, I think whoever takes that series is going to be huge because, I think at this point, depending on what happens today, whoever takes that series will have the lead. And then, Seattle's got to play the Dodgers, which that's always a little bit tough. Don't know what Houston's schedule is for
They
the
have Seattle, as we said, and they've got 3 with Oakland, 3 with the Angels.
Okay.
So,
I think so. Houston's got a little bit easier schedule there, but
they do.
But I don't know. I mean, Seattle's hot. I think they're going to be hard to beat.
Texas, by the way, has 3 with Miami this weekend at home, 3 with Minnesota at home, and then they'll finish up next weekend in Cleveland with 3. So that's a pretty tough schedule.
You know what? I think Texas could slide into one of those wild cards. I really do. I think it could happen.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
For Evan Carter's benefit, although he's not playing, but we love Evan Carter. In the National League, the Phillies have clinched the division they're in.
Yep.
So they have looked very strong against the Los Angeles Dodgers too.
They have.
Yeah. They've won 2 in a row, 8 out of 10 of the Phillies. The Mets in second place. They've lost 8 out of 10. We'll talk wild card again here in a second. Hello, Aaron Brown. How you doing, sir? In the Central, the Brewers have clinched that one. Cubs are 5 back. In the West, different story. It's wide open, I think. The Dodgers and the Padres. Dodgers lead by 2. They've lost 2 in a row, but won 6 out of 10. The Padres have won 6 out of 10. So what do they have left? The Dodgers will have this weekend 4 with the Giants at home.
That's huge.
Then they go to Arizona for 3, and they wrap up in Seattle with 3, as we said. The Padres have the White Sox this weekend in Chicago. Then they finish up with the Brewers at home and Arizona at home. That is tough.
That's tough.
6 tough games.
Yeah. And of course, they should beat the White Sox, but you never know.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. That's why they play the games.
Yep.
So, but that's tough. That's really tough. And, Arizona's fighting for that wild card too. So
Here's their schedule. They got 3 with Philly this weekend. They got 3 with the Dodgers after that. And they wrap up next weekend at San Diego. So the Arizona Diamondbacks have the Phillies for 3, the Dodgers for 3 at home, and then 3 in San Diego to wrap it up. That is tough.
That is tough.
So
that is tough.
Here's the wild card as we look at it right now. If we stop today in the American League, you would have the Yankees, Houston, and Boston on the outside looking in. Cleveland 2.5 out, and the Rangers are 3.5 out, which is not insurmountable, is it?
It's not. It's really not. It's possible. It could happen, especially as hot as Cleveland has been. You think they have a good chance. Boston is 4-6 in their last 10 games. They're going to have to crank it up if they're going to keep that wild card spot.
In the National League right now today, it'll be the Cubs, the Padres, and the Mets. Arizona a game and a half out and still hanging, maybe by a thread, but they're still hanging. The Reds and the Giants are 3 games out for that wild card spot. And that's still doable too, isn't it?
It's doable, yeah, it is. It's very possible to pick that one up. And the Mets, I mean, let's face it, the Mets have done everything in the world to lose that thing. They have. They've tried to blow it, it seems like. Or if they haven't been trying to blow it, they couldn't do a better job if they were trying to blow it.
Yep.
But they're still there.
They've lost 8 out of 10. So
yeah.
Here's the schedule today. Day games. You've got the Cubs in Pittsburgh. The Reds will be in St. Louis. Baltimore and Chicago to battle the White Sox. Giants in Arizona. And the Braves will be in Washington to battle the Nationals. They beat them up like a drum yesterday. It was ugly. Braves are dominating that series right now. Tonight under the lights, Cleveland at Detroit. Athletics at Boston. Toronto at Tampa Bay. The Mets hosting San Diego. That's a good one.
It is.
Seattle, Kansas City. That's a good one. Anything that Seattle's in is going to be a good one now. The Milwaukee Brewers hosting the Angels. The Yankees in Minnesota. Texas at Houston. That's a good one. And you've got Miami, Colorado, and the Phillies in L.A. to battle the Dodgers. Blake Snell for the Dodgers, and Jesus Luzardo will go for the Phillies. That's a good one,
That's
too.
going to be a good pitching matchup.
Yep. So what is your take, sir? Who do you think when the smoke clears? Because this time next week we'll still be talking about they got a week and a half, or actually 10 days left. So
yeah,
who wins the West, the Dodgers or the Padres? What do you think?
So I think at this point, I think the Dodgers will probably pick it up. I think they'll do it, just because they have the lead at this point. But I don't count San Diego out. They can still do it. They're only 2 games back, and you can pick up 2 games in 2 days, so that could happen. And neither team has to get super hot or fall apart for it to happen. I mean, they're only 2 games different, so it could happen.
Hello, little Camille. How are you? I didn't know you were here working. I didn't know you were here. She's here. Are you in the floral department? I'll be a son of a gun. It's a small world. Good. We're glad you're back. The next time I'm here, you're going to do a segment. Okay. All right. Camille's there. She was in Elizabeth. Now she's moved over here to this store. That's cool.
Okay.
You were saying, sir?
Yeah, I was saying, that's a very slight margin. 2 games that can happen in 2 days, but I mean that's one that neither team. I mean, one team doesn't have to get super hot. The other team doesn't have to fall apart. It could happen. I think the Dodgers will probably win it, but now that I've said that, watch the Padres win out and do it. So it could happen. It really could.
All right, in the West, the Mariners and the Astros. Who wins that one?
That one's only half a game, and like I said, this weekend is going to determine that, I think. And I really think the Mariners are going to pull it out.
Think so?
I really do. I really think they'll pull it out. I think Houston's struggling a little bit. I mean, they've got some issues that I think they're going to have to deal with, and I see Seattle pulling it out. I don't know. I mean, they may not, but if they can sweep Seattle this weekend, Houston's going to be in.
Can the Reds get in the wild card? Can they do it?
They can do it. It can be done. Now, I'll tell you what. This weekend in Sacramento, all but destroyed those chances. When you get swept by the A's, that's
ouch.
Pretty tough.
That's ouch.
That's tough.
Yeah.
They looked then really good on Monday night, and last night could not buy a hit hardly. It's hard to tell what this team is going to do from day to day. But the weekend, I mean, I think all Reds fans had really high hopes that they were going to, if not sweep Oakland, at least win 2 out of 3, and then they got swept. So I think that was devastating for that Reds team, and they're only 3 games back. It's doable. They are tied with the Giants. They're 1 game under 500. First time in a while. Well, I take it back. There was another time just recently they were a game under 500, but they've got to pass 2 teams at this point, though. They got to pass Arizona and
Cleveland.
the Mets. And the Mets. Yeah, they've got to pass both of them. And the more teams get in front of you, the harder it is to do it.
Who do they have this weekend?
The Reds are playing Chicago right now. Cardinals right now, and it's Chicago this weekend. And then they play the Pirates, and then they finish up the season with the Brewers. So they have 3 against the Brewers to finish the season. Yeah, a team that they really have struggled to beat.
The Cubs, the Pirates, and the Brewers.
Whew. Yeah, it's it's everybody in the division.
So the A's should have been the one they got this weekend. They didn't.
Yeah, they should have really done something there. Hey, Becca.
There's Becca. He knows everybody. Hello, Kenny Jenkins. Hello, Carolyn Birchfield. Hello to Aaron Brown. We're live here again.
She's my daughter's boss.
Oh, there you go. We're here live again at Food City in Gray on a Food City Friday. What else going on? Anything else?
So, all right. So, we talk about Shohei Ohtani and his 50-50 seasons because he's had another one now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what he's also done? He's got a 50-50-50 season this year. He has 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases, and he has 50 strikeouts on the mound. Now,
wow, that's incredible.
The last time in baseball history that a pitcher Okay, a pitcher, a
Babe Ruth.
player had 50 home runs and even 2 strikeouts in a season, it was Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he
had 2 one year when he had 50 home runs.
So Tawny's got 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases,
50 strikeouts.
and 50 strikeouts in the same season. So that's Cooperstown stuff, right?
That is.
I mean, come on.
That is. Yeah.
I mean, this guy's
and like we
incredible.
said, one season does not make it, but I mean, he's doing this every year.
Well, he came back from Tommy John surgery.
He
too.
did. He did.
And obviously, and to their credit, they're keeping him at 60. I think I read between 65 and 80 pitches.
Yeah.
Usually gets him to the 5th inning.
And
normally.
last night, 5 no-hit innings against the Phillies.
Mm-hmm. The Phillies.
The Phillies.
Yeah. That's
He
not.
no-hit the Phillies for 5 innings.
Yeah, that ain't the White Sox. It's the Phillies.
That is not. And the Phillies end up winning the game.
Yeah.
But
The
they
bullpen-
did it against the bullpen.
Bullpen imploded. Yeah. So.
Which is a concern for the Dodgers, I think, right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, their
This
bullpen is a concern.
This is not the. This is not the Dodger team. I don't think that you saw last year. So, for whatever reason, but we'll see. You know as well as I do. We get to the playoffs. You flip the switch, and people who've been just kind of struggling get real good. And sometimes ones that get real good, they kind of struggle in the postseason. So
yeah,
it's. I still say, and I've said it, and will continue to say it. Don't know why, but the Philadelphia Phillies I keep thinking this is the team this year. We'll see. In the American League,
they're going to be good. They're going to be good in the playoffs. I can say that.
Keep looking up and down this roster. I mean, up and down this standings in the American League. I mean,
who you gonna pick?
Yeah, I think your pitcher for the Tigers, if he's not 100%, I don't think he is. I think that's going to be a concern for Detroit because that's every 5 days that's your stud.
And they're kind of limping into the postseason.
Yeah.
Let's face it, they are.
Yeah. You know, Chaz Chisholm says we're the best team in the American League right now. So I don't know if you can argue that or not. I mean, the Yankees are pretty dadgum good.
They are good.
The Blue Jays are the Blue Jays, but they lose Bo Bichette. But then, you look at the guy they picked up Seattle at the All-Star break. He's been a big difference in that lineup. Plus Kyle Raleigh, so you can't really count out the Mariners. So if you ask me right now who I thought would be an American League representative in the World Series, I'd either go with the Yankees or Seattle. So in the National League, I always talk Phillies, and then you look what the Brewers have done.
Mm-hmm.
And you look what the Dodgers, they're not the same. I don't think the same Dodgers team, but they're still L.A.
Yeah.
And I'm not too sure. I don't like. I'm not sold on the Cubs.
Yeah.
And nor the Mets. Maybe the Padres. Maybe. But I don't think you can go wrong with. I hate to slight the Brewers, but something tells me that's not the team. I just think the Phillies are a team of destiny. I don't know. Could be wrong, but
yeah,
we may be sitting there laughing 2-3 weeks, going, "Ha ha ha! You said the Phillies." So, anyway.
And you're talking about Seattle too. Let's talk about them for a second. They're having a fantastic season. They've had some great seasons, regular seasons in the past, but this team has never won the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see somebody win that had never won it before.
Where they say they left? When they went to Seattle, they were the Seattle Pilots, weren't they? At one point.
So the Seattle Pilots, weren't they?
Tommy Harper was the Seattle Pilot. I remember Gladys
Yes,
Ballgard.
he was. He absolutely was.
But
You're
where was Seattle?
Didn't they become the Milwaukee Brewers though?
I don't know.
I think they did. I think Seattle Pilots became the Milwaukee Brewers for some, or was it the?
Where did Seattle come in? Where did they? Wasn't Kansas City? Where did they move from to become Seattle?
So they were an expansion team actually. In '77,
You're
they
right.
were expansion team.
You're right.
They came in the same year Toronto Blue Jays did.
But there was a Seattle Pilots.
There was a Seattle Pilots, yeah.
And they went to become the Brewers. You think?
I'm thinking that's right.
Yeah. We're dusting off the cobwebs.
Yeah,
So. Jimmy Stout.
I was 3 when that happened, so.
Okay, all right. So let's don't get.
Give me a little bit of a.
As Mama said, let's don't get ugly. So
yeah, I was 3 when that happened,
yeah.
so. I was a little bit young to remember.
But anyway, Seattle was at one point the Pilots, and now they are the Mariners and a really good baseball team. So.
Yeah.
So all right, we'll put you on the spot. World Series today. Who's in it? Well, buddy, how's it going?
So.
Doing good. Good to see you, sir, as always. So who you going? I'm gonna put you on the spot right now.
So I do like Philadelphia. I agree with you on that.
Phillies in the National League.
I really like the Phillies in the National League. If not the Phillies, I would say the Brewers because they have just been consistently good all year. American League, oh gosh, I'm kind of pulling for Seattle. I really am, just because, like I said, they have not ever won it. So I'd love to see them do that. But if it's not Seattle, it's probably going to be Toronto.
Okay. So you say the Phillies, the Brewers, or Seattle, Toronto for the World Series if we stop today.
Yeah.
I'm going Phillies. I'm going to go in the American League.
American League's hard.
It is hard. I'm trying to figure out.
It's hard. I'm saying Seattle, but it could definitely be Toronto as well, I think.
Who has a better starting pitching staff, the Yankees or Seattle? That would be my determining factor. So
I'm thinking
Yankees.
I don't know. I mean, I might go Seattle when you go to the starting pitching.
There you go. If it's today, I'll take the Phillies against either Seattle or the Yankees. You're going to take the Phillies or Brewers against either Seattle or Toronto. So if it's not today, it's not.
If it ended today.
We're just talking.
Yeah.
Just a couple of good old boys. Never mean no harm, as the old boy said to Dukes of Hazzard. Hoping your mother will make me a pumpkin pie. Let's get down to things that are important.
Okay.
Your mother making me a pumpkin pie. So there you go.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll get some at some point this year, and I'll try to make sure you get some as well. How's
I would
that?
hope. It's 98 days till Christmas Eve. Can you believe that?
98 days.
Can you believe that?
So
98 days till
my
Christmas
wife
Eve.
yesterday said something. Was it yesterday? It must have been the day before. It must have been yesterday. She said it's 100 days till Christmas.
Yeah.
That's what she said to me, and I was like, wow, that's hard to believe. 100 days till Christmas.
Yeah, let me make sure.
So, because she did mention that.
Make sure I'm not.
She was looking at Christmas, not Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve is 90. Well, I'm thinking about how many days
98
you can
days, yeah.
Give me a present. So,
yeah.
98 days till December 24th, 2025. Unbelievable.
So, and the reason my wife probably mentioned Christmas Day, that's her birthday. So,
dropping that hint early.
Yeah, that's her birthday. So she's
like you're going to forget that. You're not going to forget.
Yeah, who can forget when her birthday is Christmas Day? You know.
Man, she racks up, doesn't she?
Well, you know what though? She hates it with a passion. She said, "I only get presents one day a year." She says, "Everybody else gets presents twice a year. I get presents one day a year."
Yeah, but that's your cue to load the wagon.
But let me tell you what has always happened. I mean, this is traditionally throughout her life. What has happened is she'll get one present. Oh, this is your Christmas present and your birthday present.
Double them up. Yep.
Yeah. So she's experienced that her whole life, and I don't know. She's not real fond of her birthday. I mean, we can't go out to eat on her birthday because everything's closed.
Closed on Christmas
you know?
Day.
You know.
That makes a good point.
Yeah. So yeah.
That is a good point.
And you know, you share a birthday with Jesus, you get overlooked every year.
That's it. As you should.
At our house, you know, we around 3:00 in the afternoon, we switch from Christmas celebration to birthday celebration.
There you go.
Yeah. And she gets a Cheerio cream pie. She wants that pie instead of cake every year. So Mom makes her a Cheerio cream pie for her birthday.
I'm bunking for a pumpkin pie this time.
Okay.
For the fall.
Okay.
See you next week.
Yes, sir.
Quick break. Jason Johnson next, store manager on the Tom Taylor Sports. We're talking to Joseph Taylor, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. And what's going on at Ivy Hall Nursing Home?
Ivy Hall, we would love to have short-term rehab patients. If you go in for knee surgery, shoulder surgery, stuff like that, you need a little bit of rehab, please consider Ivy Hall. We have private rooms for our short-term rehab patients. We offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, full-time respiratory therapy. We'd love to take care of you.
Looking for help? Looking for folks to work here?
Absolutely, 100%. If you want to come in, if you're a CNA, LPN, RN, you want to work in dietary, laundry, housekeeping, we would love to have you. You can go to ivyhallnursinghome.com and fill out an application. Somebody will certainly call you back if you put in an application.
Yep. So all these different folks, you take care of these different therapy programs, right?
Absolutely. We love the short-term patients. We love the long-term patients. Either one, we want to take care of anybody that comes our way, for sure.
Social media?
Social media, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, and like I said, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, folks. Love promoting them. Again, the great folks here in Elizabethton, sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
These are the hands that planted the seed and pulled the weeds and fixed the engine and harvested the crop and loaded the truck. But of all these hands do, nothing is more important than being a good neighbor. From the farm to Food City, local produce is all in a day's work.
To mom this hard, you delegate. Kate, that bathroom's not clean yet. Jimmy, I need help with the dishes, big guy. I delegate like a mother, and I let Food City do the grocery shopping for me. With Go-Kart Curbside Pickup, I tell them what I need and how I like it. I order everything online and pick it all up curbside. With Go-Kart, I'm taking motherhood to a whole nother level.
Mother like no other, only at Food City.
It's exciting, undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Weston Taylor, Joseph Taylor, and yours truly this coming Thursday night. The undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones hosting the Liberty Bell Patriots out of Johnson City. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. Thursday night, audio and video at Citizens Bank Stadium. It's going to be a dandy. The undefeated 5-0 T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones and the Liberty Bell Patriots. It all starts at 5:15, audio and video this Thursday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. This is a reconnect from years gone by. Our buddy, Mr. Terry's in the house, one of the assistant managers here at Food City and Gray. How you doing, sir?
Good, Tom. How are you?
Long time no see. I'm glad to get you back on the show. So,
it has been a minute.
How long you been at the Gray store?
Been here about 2.5 years now.
Terry Templeton, good guy. Tennessee, hello, Arzella Rasnick. How you doing? Hello, Jim Forge. I'll see you at church tonight. Hello, Kenny Jenkins. How you doing? Tennessee, Georgia. You're a volunteer fan. What went wrong?
We put it in the hands of the kicker, or put it on the foot of the kicker. I just don't. You can't do that. I know it's called football, but
probably should never gotten to that. Really. I mean,
right.
I go back to you get out. You're up 21-7. You had them on their heels.
Mm-hmm.
You had the crowd. I mean, you had all the reasons they should have laid the wood to them, and they didn't. Of course, Georgia's a great football team, but you get outscored 37-20. Hard for me to blame it on anybody, but 37 points, you get outscored. I mean, 37-20 should be a normal score for a football game. Could be. That's what they scored after the 21-7 start. So, anyway, Tennessee's going to put it to Alabama-Birmingham on Saturday. It'll be the remember when Florida State beat Alabama the next week? They beat Louisiana Monroe. What was it, 73-0?
Right.
It's going to be something like that, I'm afraid, because they're going to prove to the pollster and everybody else that they're a good football team before they go to Mississippi State in 2 weeks. So that's what's going on in Tennessee football. We're here again at Food City on the Food City Wednesday. Now, we'll be at Food City in Elizabethton on Friday. And so these mums are unbelievable. So
they're beautiful.
See if you can hand that big one to me. I'll be your fan of this rascal. We showed it earlier in the show. Look at this, 24. Look at that. Is that not? I mean, that's unbelievable.
That's huge. I don't know that I've ever seen a mum that big.
Me either. Now, if you don't need one this size, this is whatever you need. Put that back over there, sir. Then there's a smaller one. That's $24.99. The smaller one is. I was gonna hand that one to me too. We'll do that one too. It all depends on what you need. All the colors are out on the porch. There you go. It's a smaller one, but if you need a big one or a small one, there's one in between too. We got 3 different sizes this year to choose from. The mums at all Food Cities, not just here. So they're in. The pumpkins are in. So as we said, this is the last weekend of summer because we start the first day of autumn will be coming up on Monday. So it's here. It's hard to believe, but it is here. We're just talking off here about Christmas and say what you want, whether you want to concede it or not. It's 98 days out. And so, but let's get to fall, late summer, and enjoy the fall and the Thanksgiving season. And Christmas will be here soon enough. But we do have some good deals this week. The new papers come out. And let's start with, talk about this all the time, but let's start with school bucks. And also let's talk about the go-kart. We don't talk enough about that, but it's still going on. I know it was very popular during COVID, and I understand that. But you still do that. You still do the go-kart. Tell us about that.
We do. It's still very popular now for busy people who can't get out and shop for themselves, and people who just would rather not come in the store. And our go-kart people do a fantastic job picking orders. They're very precise, very accurate with the orders, and they've developed the qualities of being. The thing that would hold me back from doing it until I absolutely had to was the meat and produce, because I don't want somebody else picking my meat and produce. But these people have done a very good job of learning how to satisfy the customers with the meat and produce they pick out.
So how does it work? Do you call in? Do you do it on the computer?
You do it online.
Do it online, all right.
Go to Food City's website and go in. You set up an account. You pick your order. You send it, and they pick it within a couple of hours usually, and have it waiting for you curbside, or have it at curbside as soon as you pull in, basically.
So you get on foodcity.com and you shop and say, okay, I want, let's pick something here. I want water, I want honey wheat bread, I want some ice cream, I want some cereal, I want this, I want that. So I click what I want. I'm going to pick it up at the gray store, and I want to pick it up at 5 o'clock this afternoon or whatever. I mean, can you set your time?
And that's it, yes.
You pay for it on
they can set the time, and there's only so many slots per time. Like at 5 o'clock, you'd have probably 3 orders. And then 5:30, you'd have 3 more orders that you can pick up, and so forth and so on. But it's very flexible as far as when they can pick up.
Yep. So that's your go-kart delivery. Then you pull up, and they'll bring it out of the car and load it for you, and away you go.
That's simple.
Pretty simple.
You can either pay online, or you can pay with card or cash once you get here to pick it up. Either way, whatever's best for you.
That's awesome. So that's go-kart delivery at any and all Food City. I think we're up to, Lisa was on the show last week. I want to say she said it's like 160 stores now. Does that sound right? 160?
Sounds right.
Because we're hot in Alabama now. We're popping them up all over the place in Alabama. So we're in 5 states. Of course, home office in Virginia and Abington, Tennessee, Georgia, Kentucky, Alabama. We're at 5 states now. Food City, we're everywhere. And the beauty of School Bucks and the Food City Value Card, you can swipe it here in Gray, you can swipe it in Pigeon Forge, you can swipe it in Belfry, Kentucky, wherever you swipe it, or in Fort Payne, Alabama. It works. Tell them how School Bucks works.
It all works. Every dollar that you spend, you get a point, and it goes to the school of your choice. You go online at our website again and register for the school that you want to send it to. And it doesn't have to be, if you live in Johnson City, it can be a store in Radford, Virginia, or it can be in Crossville, Tennessee.
Yep.
If you've got a nephew or niece or whoever that goes to school there and they need the money, you can send it there, and they at the end of the year they get a check for the amount that their school has raised, and then we deliver the check to them, and they spend the money on whatever they want to spend it on. They can spend it on paint for the school, or supplies for the students, or whatever they want to do.
And that's the beauty, I think, because a lot of corporations or companies will give money to schools, but they earmark, here's how you got to spend it. We're going to give you the money, but this is how you got to spend it. Food City, you get the check from the school, from Food City, and the school can use it, as he said, can buy paint, copy paper, light bulbs, toilet paper, microscopes, kickballs, whatever they need. That's how it works. It's basically free money, really. You hand a check to the school and spend it like you want. And so I think that's really cool. Everybody wins. We win as customers. We get the savings at Food City. Food City gets the foot traffic and the volume. and the schools get the money. It's a win-win for everybody.
And it doesn't cost the customer an extra penny for all that to happen.
No. So all you have to do is go to foodcity.com/schoolbuck, get signed up. Every school has a number. You just type in the number you want to, and that way every time you swipe your card, the credit goes to that school, right?
Right.
And I know I saw Tammy sent out some things from home office about some of the check presentations. It's been $2,000-$3,000 checks going out. We've earmarked $800,000 again this year. That's a lot of money. What was it, 20 some million dollars they put back in schools since they started this? So
yeah, that's the last number I saw on it.
So somebody's going to get the money. Might as well be your kid's school, your grandkids, or however you're associated with these kids. Maybe it's just a friend, neighborhood friend, and the kids in the neighborhood or whatever. Doesn't matter. Somebody's going to get the money. Might as well be your school.
You just live in a small community, and you know that the school's suffering and needs money. You know that if you don't have any kids involved anywhere else, maybe that's where you could send it.
That's it.
I registered my accounts for here to give back to the Gray community, the schools here.
Yep.
Daniel Boone and Gray Elementary.
There you go. So, good stuff. All right, let's take a look before we let him go. He's got a store to run to. Let's look at delicious moments. This is coming out of the Bakery Deli. Turnovers. What's your favorite turnover?
Apple.
There you go. It took you about 2 seconds to answer that one. Apple. Did you get your peanut butter? Good. Greg brought him in here. That's called add-on sales. Brought him as a guest. He spent money, bought peanut butter, and other things. Turnovers were $4.99 this week. The dessert bowls, 2 for $12. Tell me about the dessert bowls. What can you get there?
They come in banana pudding, Oreo, and a couple of other varieties. I can't get past those because those are the two that I always get.
Yeah. That's what
the
they
Oreo's amazing.
That's what they've got on the sale paper. 2 for $12. So again, you want to come on the way home from work or school. You don't want to go home and cook. I like to have some banana pudding. Don't want to make it? Come here and get it. You get 2 for $12. These 2 dessert bowls. The other one's really good too. This is the what do you call it? Is that the Oreos?
It's the Oreo, yes.
Yeah, with the chocolate pudding.
Mm-hmm. Chocolate pudding, Cool Whip, and Oreos on top of it.
I may get me one of those before I leave here to take it home tonight after church and eat. Party mix or gourmet cracker mix for $9.99.
That gourmet cracker mix is my favorite. It's good. It's got a ranch seasoning on it.
Got a little kick to it.
Bake it a little bit and put several different kinds of crackers and stuff in it.
That's country there. That's country.
Good stuff.
Party mix or gourmet cracker mixer shown right there in the middle for $9.99. Then tell me about the hot bar meal for $7.99. Includes an entree, 2 sides and a roll. You couldn't make it for that. Tell us about that, would you please?
It's a good variety every day. We change it up every day. Of course, we always have the chicken. Usually have the meatloaf, which is 2 of our favorites that people like the best. But they mix up the vegetables, the sides, the green beans, the mac and cheese, and mashed potatoes, and so forth and so on. But it's just good quality food. I've eaten a ton of it in my time at Food City.
There you go. I don't think I talk much about the flatbread pizzas, but you guys sell a lot of those. Tell us about those.
We do. They're really good. They're made in store with our pizza dough that we use for our brick oven pizzas, places that we have them. And they're just made with good quality ingredients, and it's just a good, quick, simple meal.
A 4-piece fried chicken or chicken tenders feast for $5. That's kind of a special thing going on in the Bakery Deli. You can get 4 pieces of chicken or chicken tenders, and I love chicken tenders, for $5. That's a great deal.
It's a good deal. Those chicken tenders are as good as any restaurants when you get them hot and fresh.
You got it. I have to agree with you 100% on that. So that's some of the stuff out of the Bakery Deli. Then here up on the top or on the bottom, you've got the Food Club brand. You got beans, Food Club tomatoes in the can. You've got Food Club tomato juice. You've got all that available too at a sale price this week in the new sale paper. And then we now have flu shots available. Tell us about that.
Flu shots available in the pharmacy. Most insurances pay for them. They're no charge if your insurance pays for them like they should. And all you got to do is come in. You can walk in any time that the pharmacy's open and tell them, and they'll get to you usually in just a few minutes. Got you covered.
Yep. Get you in, get you out, get you on down the road for your flu shot. Now available. No appointments needed. Affordable and 0 copay with most insurances. And you get 300 bonus fuel buck points too when you get your flu shot at any Food City. So you can't beat
cheap
that
gas.
either. No, it's cheap gas. Plus, you get a flu shot for the upcoming winter season, which unfortunately is around the corner. But we're going to enjoy it right now for what it is. It's going to be 70s and 80s for the next week. There's not much rain in the forecast either, so it's going to get dry. And that, of course, red flags for potentially, hope not, for forest fires. Hope that's not the case, but we're not looking for rain. But now would be a good time to get that flu shot and get it into your system and get ready for the cold weather, because it's coming.
It's coming. The first week of November will be sketchy because I'm on vacation that week.
That's it.
That's all I have to do is schedule it. I worked 8 days in a row last week and didn't rain a day, didn't rain a drop. Beautiful every day, 75 degrees. I was off yesterday, it rained.
Rained. There you go. That's how it works. Man, I appreciate you. Good to see you as always.
You.
Oh,
Good
yes.
seeing you, Tom.
Quick break. We'll be right back. We will take a look at some NASCAR before we get out of here, and also some more high school sports next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live on the Food City Wednesday, Food City in Gray.
It's the Carter County Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Andrea DeMoss and yours truly this Friday morning from Happy Valley Elementary. Principal Brooke Tolley and her great teachers showcasing great kids doing great things at Happy Valley Elementary. It all starts at 9 o'clock this Friday morning. Join us audio and video as we showcase great kids doing great things at Happy Valley Elementary with the Carter County Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube.
In a world where clutter, trash, and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight clutter, trash, and debris, call Container Man.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue, and that is always the buzz, and if we're not careful we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3 we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that yes, in the last days there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building Believers by the Book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God's people.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us for a few more minutes here on this beautiful, gorgeous Wednesday. Again, if you don't have a church home, we'd love for you to come worship with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton on Watauga Road. So he is going to be doing tonight. He runs through each book of the Bible each Wednesday night. Let's see, what did he do last week? He did, I should know this. He did Hosea last week, so he'll move to the next one tonight, the Minor Prophets, and so he does a wonderful job, Pastor Fowler. So here we go. Let's see what's going on around sports last night. So University High's girls soccer team clinching the District 1 1 single A championship outright last night, defeating Pigeon Forge. So 3-0. Tennessee High girls soccer team. Again, Lady Vikings won on a penalty kick to beat Dobbins Bennett. Westridge wins on a penalty kick on a shootout with Crockett. In volleyball, last night we streamed it for you. The Elizabethton Lady Cyclones beat Greenville 3-2. Scienceville beat Westridge 3-0. Crockett volleyball defeated Daniel Boone 3-2. Sullivan East volleyball beat Unicoi County 3-0. Providence Academy beat CAK in volleyball 3-1, and Volunteer volleyball beat Gate City 3-1, and again Elizabethton beat Greenville 3-1. He did it again, folks. The guy's an incredible talent. Bryson Rollins did it again. Rollins 29 out of 36 this week, 502 yards passing. 502. Hello, Carl Wilson. Where you boys at today? You over in North Carolina working? Bryson Rollins, 29 out of 36, 502 yards and 5 touchdowns. Setting a school and conference record for passing yards in a single game. 502 yards passing the football. His arm's probably sore. Touchdown passes of 17, 35, 75, 8, and 36 yards. Previous record of 497 by Miles Thompson of Rhodes College. So Bryson Rollins rewriting the record books again another year. First for Maryville, now for the conference he's in now. The Southern Athletic Association, the SAA, SAA. So Bryson Rollins named the Offensive Player of the Week. Why would you not be? School record and conference record, 502 yards passing in a single game. Bryson Rollins. So, again, it's like a broken record. It is every time I start talking about Bryson. If I'm an NFL coach, I don't care how tall he is or how short he is or whatever. He's a gamer. I'd give him a shot. I'd give him a trial. Why would you not? Well, he's not big enough. Well, maybe yes, maybe no. May not be big enough in size-wise, but he's certainly big enough in heart. So he's getting a shot if I'm in the NFL, but I'm not. So anyway, he did it again. Congratulations to Bryson Rollins. An incredible performance. Hey, we're live again. Carwood, North Carolina. Yes, sir. Cool this morning. Yep. Up there in the mountains, it's cool. Warms up there today, but it's cool in the mornings, and so it's, as we said, 80s, 70s, and 80s are highs right now, and 40s and 50s are lows. Maybe a little cooler in the mountains. So, hello, Coach Shipley. How you doing, sir? So, Bryson Rollins did it again from former Elizabethton. Maryville University, 502 yards passing in one game. 29 out of 36. Incredible. That's why we have these. Bryson Rollins, not by himself, but a big part and a big reason why we won 2 and had the third one lost in overtime to Tullahoma. We'd won 3 in a row, but we got 2 in large part, not always, not totally Bryson Rollins. It's a team game. Hello, sir. But Bryson Rollins did it again, so heck of a night. Setting a conference and school passing record for most touchdowns and yardage in a game. All right, NASCAR, they're heading off to New Hampshire this week. Here's your reset of the standings. Your leader right now is Denny Hamlin. 2 points better than Kyle Larson and William Byron, teammates. Then comes Christopher Bell. Then comes Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Chase Elliott, and Bubba Wallace is your top 8 right now. The 4 outside the top 8, we've whittled it after Bristol from 16 down to 12. So the 4 on the outside looking in right now are Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, and Tyler Reddick. Now they'll move on to, as we said, New Hampshire for the race this weekend after leaving Bristol. And it was interesting, the numbers for Bristol were down, which I really don't understand that, but it is what it is. The viewership down 332,000 people from last year, the ratings. So the Bristol race weekend crowd was, the weather was great. It looked like there was a good crowd, and it probably was there. I'm not sure what the final attendance number was. Looked like a pretty good crowd in the stands. But on television, this is what I'm talking about, the Nielsen ratings, you have Bristol Motor Speedway in 2024, 1.868 million people watched the race. 1.8. And this year, 1.5. So the difference of about 332,000 less people watching the race this year. Why is that? I have no clue. But they are going on to New Hampshire this year, or this week, rather. All right, NFL. Tomorrow night, we'll crank up the new week. The Buffalo Bills at home in Highmark Stadium play host to the Miami Dolphins are 0-2. Sunday, pretty good games. The Rams undefeated at 2-0 in Philadelphia to battle the Eagles at 2-0. The other good game on Sunday would be Arizona and San Francisco in San Fran. Both are 2-0 right now. The early games on Sunday, Atlanta at Carolina. The Bengals without Joe Burrow. 3 months now they're going to be without this guy. 3 months with turf toe. Had to have surgery. Do you come back 100% after turf toe surgery? I mean, you think of your toes. Use this as, pretend this is your foot. Your turf toe, I don't know which toe it is, but I guess it'll be okay. It seems to me like it's going to slow you down a little bit, having turf toe surgery. Maybe not. He's out. They'll be in Minnesota to battle the Vikings. Green Bay 2-0 in Cleveland to battle the Browns. Houston and Jacksonville in Jacksonville. Indianapolis undefeated 2-0 coming in to battle the Titans 0-2. Titans got problems. I got problems too. My boys, the Raiders. Whew. Wow. I'm going to go on record and say this, and you probably could care less about the Raiders, but I'm a big Raiders guy. But this is their season right here. If they go and lay an egg again this week, like they did on Monday Night Football, which they did, it's pitiful. They only scored 9 points on 3 field goals. Pitiful. If they don't come out guns a-blazing and have a better showing, I'm not necessarily think you got to win the game, but you do. But you got to do better than what you did against the Chargers. And look, the Chargers are a good football team. But the Raiders are supposed to be improved. I didn't see the improvement. So if they don't, again, come out guns a-blazing today, Sunday, against Washington, in Washington, long year for the Raiders. Could be anyway, but just saying. But win, lose, or tie, the Raiders will die. Tampa Bay 2-0 hosting the Jets on Sunday. Pittsburgh and New England, both 1-1 will be in New England. The Chargers, we mentioned, a divisional game against Denver, 1-1 against the Chargers and the Broncos in L.A. The Saints 0-2 will be in Seattle to battle the Mariners, Seahawks, 1-1. The Cowboys will be in Soldier Field to battle the Bears, Chicago 0-2. The boys are 1-1. And then Sunday night, the Chiefs and the Giants both 0-2 in New York. Monday Night Football, Detroit and Baltimore, both 1-1. The Lions and the Ravens, that'll be in Baltimore. So there you go. That's your NFL schedule for this week. We're here live at Food City. If you missed at the outset of the show, we have the rankings this week in high school football for our local teams. In 6A, Murfreesboro, Oakland, number 1 of the state. Science Hill, number 9 in 6A. 5A, Sevier County, number 1. No teams in our region in Northeast Tennessee are in 5A state rankings right now. In 4A, Alcoa at number 1. Greenville at number 3. Our Cyclones will have them Friday night at Cherokee. Elizabethton 8th in the state this week. In 3A, Westview number 1. Unicoi County ranked number 10 in 3A. Again, they dropped down last year from 4A to 3A based on enrollment. In 2A, Marion County number 1, and Happy Valley, as honorable mention, should be in the top 10. And then in single A, McKenzie number 1, and the Hampton Bulldogs ranked at number 8 this week in the state. And that is your high school football for this Wednesday. Tomorrow, Papa John's. Why did I say Papa John's? I'm hungry. Tomorrow will be a Big John's closeouts. Now, they've got a big sale coming on for steel. Chainsaws, leaf blowers, getting ready for the fall. I got my battery-powered chainsaw back in the spring. Love it. Love it. Didn't think it'd have a lot of power with the battery pack. The steel chainsaws, battery-powered, got some smoke. They can crank it. They got gas, too. But the battery-powered chainsaw, which I thought would be a little, just didn't think it had a lot of power. It's a battery. Well, I was wrong. So I've got the hedge trimmer, battery-powered. Love it. The weed eater, that's the one I like. Back in the day, you used to have to mix that gas, and it'd smoke and wouldn't start. You have to take the plug out, the spark plug out, and clean it. Put the starting fluid in there and fire it back up. Hope it fired up. And it would start smoking enough to the whole neighborhood looked like it could be fogged out with mosquitoes because I'd have the weed eater all that's gone. I literally pick it up, squeeze the handle, and start weed eating because the battery pack. And the battery lasts a long time. So I've got the hedge trimmer, the leaf blower, the chainsaw. Got 4 of them. What's the 4th one? Hedge trimmer, leaf blower, weed eater, chainsaw. Got them. All battery packed. Love them. From Big John's Closeouts with the hammer high prices. We'll be there tomorrow. And we'll see what else they got. I know they got the Cabot stains on sale, deck staining time. They've got the Valspar paint, both indoor and outdoor, right now. And before we get out of here, don't forget, go to collinsandcompany.info. They got several auctions going on right now. collinsandcompany.info got one ending tomorrow. It's a antique of sorts auction. See if I can find it here. There it is right there. Farm equipment and vehicles and tools ends tomorrow, the 18th. Ford F-350 Super Duty Power Stroke Diesel Truck. We're auctioning off trucks now. Ford Ranger Extended Cab. John Deere 4-wheel drive tractor. Troy-built rototillers. Hydraulic floor jacks. All this going on. Go to collinsandcompany.info, and there it is. It's good through tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. So bid to your heart's delight on this auction until tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. They ship all over the country, and that's the way it is. That's going to do it. Big thank you to our guests, obviously Jason Johnson and Terry Templeton from here at the store. Also, Mr. Baseball, Greg Salyer, and we want to say thanks to Andrew Smith, sports writer, John City Press, all in here today, and we appreciate them very, very much.
It's the Carter County Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Andrea DeMoss and yours truly this Friday morning from Happy Valley Elementary. Principal Brooke Tolley and her great teachers showcasing great kids doing great things at Happy Valley Elementary. It all starts at 9 o'clock this Friday morning. Join us audio and video as we showcase great kids doing great things at Happy Valley Elementary with the Carter County Tour of Schools, brought to you by Northeast Community Credit Union, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. To wrap it up with the verse of the day, we always dedicate our show to the man that hung on the cross. These are good, good, good. They're all good. Psalms 109, 26 and 27 says, "Help me, O Lord my God, save me in accordance with your love." Whew. Number 27, verse 27, "Let them know that it is your hand, that you, O Lord, have done it." Wow. And we come back and say, "Thank you, Lord Jesus, that you love us enough to have gone up on the cross and took for us what we should have gotten." And he did. The substitutionary payment of our sins, he did it for us. Thank you for saving us by your blood on the cross. I go get a new bell today. My bell busted. I'd go, bing. Thank you for saving us by your blood on the cross. Thank you, Lord. Willingly went up there and did it. It says in Isaiah, his visage, or his appearance, was marred beyond human likeness. Couldn't even tell he was a human being. Read it in Isaiah. He did that for you and me. There you go. Enough said. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Again, if you don't have a church home, come visit with us tonight. Worship with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church on Watauga Road in Elizabethton. Otherwise, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Ready to roll from Big John's Closeouts tomorrow, where they hammer high prices in downtown Elizabethton. Thanks again, Food City. Love working with these folks. Been with them for 22 years. On a Food City Friday, and today a Food City Wednesday. We'll say, as always, bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2,362 today from Food City and Gray.